Sometimes you don't want a big story bogging things down. You just want to jump into a game and blow some stuff up. And that's exactly what I just got done doing with Nex Machina. But is this an explosive experience that's worth having? Or is it just a robotic meltdown? Nex Machina is an arcade-style twin-stick shooter featuring you versus a horde of robotic monstrosities that are trying to take you down. The game takes cues from the likes of Robotron and Smash TV, where it's one hit, one death, and there's an almost endless supply of enemies that are trying to take away your lives. The game features 5 worlds, with each of them being broken up into multiple different levels and even secret levels. Basically, how each level works is you have to destroy all the robotic creatures that are on the playfield. You can also save some citizens in order to get some bonus points, as well as unlocking certain secret areas under certain conditions. After you clear the map of the enemies, you move on to the next one, and you continue doing so until you make it to the end of the world where you face off with a boss. The game features 4 different difficulties, each one with less continues available to you and more enemies to destroy. As expected, the action is extremely fast-paced. Grabbing and holding on to power-ups is key to being able to do as well as possible. You have your main gun that you'll be able to blast and upgrade for spread shots, as well as you'll have a secondary weapon such as a sword in order to swipe at nearby enemies, or explosions that you can end up launching out and detonate when you want them to. Along with the main arcade mode featuring all the different difficulties, there's also arenas for you to go after in order to try to see how high of a score you're able to get, and then upload your score onto the online leaderboard. While the game of course features trophies and achievements, it also has its own feat system. Here is just a plethora of different things for you to try to accomplish, from not only beating all the difficulties, but beating each level under certain conditions. There's a lot of these different feats to take on, and it will probably take you a while to do them all. The enemy variety is okay, and you have a few new ones that are introduced as you make it a little bit farther in. These include not only just your straight-up robots trying to run into you and hit you, but you also have different types of turrets, either firing out missiles or lasers, ones that send out shockwave-like abilities that you have to make sure you're ready to either avoid or being able to quick dodge through them so that you don't end up getting taken out. Thankfully, the game uses a color system with purple and red to kind of signify what's going to be able to hurt you. If you see something in red, it's a laser that's getting ready to potentially fire, but when it does so, it turns purple so that you know, at this point, now it's going to take you out. Added into the mix to make it even more fun is there are local co-op options for you to go in the arenas and the arcade mode, so if you have a friend that's willing to join you, you can definitely get a lot of fun out of it. While the game isn't necessarily extremely long by any means, with all the different difficulties and the feats, it will take you quite a while in order to accomplish everything. From the technical side of things though, the game ran smoothly. I didn't run any major glitching, crashing, or slowdown of any sort, which is great considering how much action and how many enemies are on screen at one time. Nex Machina is available now on the PlayStation 4 and PC via Steam. If you're on the PlayStation 4, it does have a full trophy list and a platinum. Overall, if you're a fan of old school style of arcade shooters, twin stick shooters of the modern age, this is one that's well worth checking out. With everything said, I'm going to be giving Nex Machina an 8 out of 10. But anyway guys, it's going to wrap up this review. I'd like to thank you for watching, and of course I hope you enjoyed.